Hey Retro Gamers, Antarper here from RetroGamesCollector.com with a quick pickups video. I'm going to hit you with quite a few bits and bobs this time, quite a varied amount of stuff in a very short time because I haven't got a lot of time to record this video, unfortunately. So first of all, some bits and bobs some modern bits and bobs for our old computers. Let's start with Vectrex. Developed by a guy down in Australia. This is a board that interfaces with a Pi Zero, which holds all the information to be able to play vector arcade games on your Vectrex. So I'm quite excited about this because some of my favourite arcade games are the vector graphics ones, such as sort of Lunar Lander and Asteroids, Battlezone, things like that, Major Havoc and all those sort of games. So hopefully I'll be able to play some of those arcade games on my Vectrex. So I'm quite interested to see how that works. It looks quite complicated to set up. I have no idea how to set it up at the moment. I'm looking into it. So hopefully I can get that up and running, and I'll put a little video on my Facebook page maybe to show you how it pans out. Some more new stuff for our old computers and consoles here. This is the PS2 MC2SIO SD card reader. It's basically in the form factor of a memory card. So you pop that memory card in one slot, you pop your free MacBoot memory card in another. It saves you having to use a hard drive in your fat PS2. It also allows you to play copied games, backups shall I say, on your on your slim PS2 for the first time ever. Prior to this, it was the preserve of a fat PS2 because you needed the space for the hard drive. No longer. You can play stuff straight from an SD card, and apparently it works really well, so I'm quite excited to get that up and running. I'll put the details of where I got this from down below, and instructions for use. And again, when I get this up and running, I'll pop a little video on my Facebook channel, Facebook group, and or Facebook page shall I say. I'll get it right in a second. Yeah, on my Facebook page, just to show you it's up and running, and report on how it runs, whether it runs well or not. I have heard good reports though, so I'm quite excited about that. I went to Spectrum 40. I took my my store along, Retro Gear. Met loads and loads of people, loads and loads of friends, and to everybody who bought something from the Retro Gear store, I'm much obliged. The people were like kids in a sweet shop. I took about 1,500 to 2,000 games along with me, and I had people buying from me all day. Basically, I did really well. All just Spectrum games. So that was fun. But I got to meet loads and loads of friends again, as usual, and on top of that, I got things signed. So I got Zombie signed by Sandy White. That was really nice. Really nice chap, lovely to talk to. He signed it to Ant. Best wishes, Sandy White, and he drew some little ants for me down there, and he's put ants for Ant on there, which is quite cool. So that's another one to go in my signed software collection. I've got quite a few now. In fact, I've got a good old pile down there of signed stuff. Met up with my mate Rich Stevenson, who wrote Shorts Fuse. Rich Stevenson from Dollar Soft, and he signed these for me. He's already signed some stuff for me before, so I've got quite a bit signed by Rich now, so he signed 2 different types of shorts fuse for me there. Those will go in my collection. Thanks, Rich. A pleasure to meet you again, mate, as always. And Kevin Toms. Kevin stopped by my stall and came behind the stall and chatted to me for quite a while. Really, really nice, personable guy. Kevin is. He'll chat to you about anything. Really, really nice. And he signed this Football Manager 2 and yeah, expansion kit. So Football Manager and Football Manager 2 expansion kit. Fully complete. He signed a poster for me. So it came with a poster. And he signed the back for me. I don't know whether you can make that out. And he signed the box for me. So thanks for that, Kevin. Great speaking to you and seeing you again, mate. Mousetrap for the ColecoVision. I've got quite a collection of ColecoVision cartridges now. I'd like this one boxed, but finding ColecoVision cartridges boxed is quite a feat, to be honest. You don't see many. I've got how many have I got? 5 boxed cartridges for the ColecoVision and about 20 unboxed. So yeah. But Mousetrap, that's one to add to my collection. Cool. Here again, ZX81 stuff from Chronosoft, one of my favourite companies. Big Baps, bit of an innuendo there, and it's got the cast of one of the Carry On films on there, if you can see. And that's called Big Baps. That's by Jonathan Caldwell. And Cursed Catacombs, which is like an arcade adventure. Oh, I don't know who that one's by. Who's this one by? Let's have a look. I forget. Bum, 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 bum. This is by Walter Ariorisi, Naranjito Games. There you go. So I'm looking forward to playing those. With Chronosoft games, they'll send you along the .p files, so I can play these in an emulator. So I should be playing those, either loading them via cassette, which I tend to with these, to be honest, because I do like to load things the old-fashioned way occasionally. But I can also play them on an emulator as well. Don't tend to use emulators much. Inspired by Paul Badham's, Mr. Bad's Gaming. Channel details down below. Great lad, great channel, well worth a watch. Pop along and say hello. Tell him Ant sent you. Riddle of the Sphinx. Inspired by him because he was showing off his 2600 collection, and he showed a few of these shiny iMagic cartridges off, and they're amazing, aren't they, in this chrome effect box. Lovely quality stuff. The actual cartridge itself is also like a shiny label on it, and they come in this really nice tray and a full colour instruction booklet. So yeah, that's a lovely thing, and now I'm going to start collecting those. So thanks for spending my money for me, Paul. You started me off on down another rabbit hole. Now I looked at my collection. I realised I hadn't got any of these. I've got all of the cartridges loose, but I hadn't got any of the boxes. So there's the first one in the collection. So you'll probably be seeing quite a few more of them pop up shortly. Find somewhere to pop that. I'm dropping everything all over the floor. Kempston mouse I picked up, boxed. I've never used the mouse on a Spectrum before, but there it is, boxed with a sort of a typical sort of Kempston joystick interface, or it looks like anyway. Clearly a mouse interface. Lens lock, come with all the instructions, fully boxed, in nice condition. So that is going in my Spectrum collection. Last but not least, actually no, it's not last but one, penultimate, Suicide Mission for the Arcade Supercharger. If you've ever seen my channel, not my channel, my website, I I got an article about the supercharger on there. Look it up if you don't know what it is. But what it is, it's a cartridge that allows you to play cassette data into your 2600 or VCS. And this is a cassette in here. It's sealed. So, and I've got all of the supercharger software on CD. I'm not sure whether to open this or not. It is sealed. Comment down below if you want to see me bust it open, and I'll try and load it from cassette directly. I'm not bothered about keeping it sealed too much, to be honest, because it's never going to be sold, so I'm not that bothered about its value. And this is the supercharger itself. I've had this years, but it's basically a cartridge that you plug into your VCS. It's got an ear socket lead on there that you plug into your cassette recorder, or in my case I use an iPad with all the WAV files on, and just play them directly into your VCS. This thing contains a little bit more memory and other gubbins that make the games a little bit more sort of advanced than the standard VCS plays. Right, last but not least, remember I showed you my Evercade a couple of videos ago? Well, I've now got a stand for it. How snazzy is that? So that matches the Evercade really nicely. You'd think it was made by the same people who made the Evercade, but no, it is made by Jelly Bear Creations. They are on Etsy as Jelly Bear Creations. They also got a website, www.jelly-bear.com. So check those out if you've got an Evercade, you want somewhere to put it. I love putting my handhelds on stands, I think they look great. Check out Jelly Bear Creations. Not expensive, really nicely made, looks the business. So thank you very much, and thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all again soon. Please like, subscribe, hit the notifications button if you want to see more ramblings from me, and until then I'll see you again, guys. Bye bye.